is Marc Mason, the Comics Waiting Room, and I'm here with artist Ming Doyle. Hello.
Hello.
You are here at Phoenix Comicon for, I believe, the first time. Welcome.
Thank you very much, yep.
You are sporting Mara, your image book.
Sporting, that's nice.
For those who haven't read it, tell us a little bit about it.
Mara is a sci-fi superhero dystopian sports thriller written by Brian Wood, who, you know, is always really well known for coming up with good female characters. And I like it quite a lot. I refer to it as a coming-of-age story, kind of, because it's really the story of one girl against the world. She's like the top of her game, the most famous person on the planet, and she is the only person to develop a superhero. And so the story is all kind of about the fallout from that.
Yeah, you know, when I read issue 1, I was like, oh, it's a sport comic, and we haven't seen that in a long time.
Yeah.
And then it takes a turn at the end where you're just kind of thrown for a loop and you don't know what happens. How did that element of surprise play into your thinking, you know, as you drew the book? Were you worried about how people would react to that, or?
A little bit, I guess so. I mean, I think some people did go in there kind of expecting it to be like a slam dunk kind of a scenario, you know. And it's really only tangentially about volleyball, and it's her occupation, you know. There's really not much time spent on the court. And I think that did throw a lot of people for a loop because they were hoping for a sports comic. And, you know, I think that there is definitely a lack of sports comics. I mean, I just would like to see more genres in general represented in comics these days. But I also think that people will find things to enjoy about the story because it's really just like a character study, you know. And if you like the character, if you come to sympathize with her, then you'll kind of be interested in what happens to her, I suppose.
Well, and having read all the issues so far myself, I think one of the things that stuck out to me is that as an artist, you get the opportunity to draw a lot of different things. This isn't really a set thing. You've been able to cross genres and places and locations, so forth.
Yeah.
What kind of challenge has that been like?
It has been, frankly, just awesome, because Mara is my first miniseries in the mainstream comics world. I've done, you know, young adult graphic novels for kids' publishers and things like that. But this is the first time I've ever had a shot at doing a longer format, kind of a superhero story, and I just loved it so much because I don't really get that many opportunities. So I really take Mara as a chance to, you know, show people skyrocketing into flight, going nuts, just doing all sorts of things, nuclear missiles and big fights, and hi Mike, and it makes me really happy. I love it. It's been really awesome to kind of just like stretch my artistic muscles a little bit and do all that.
It's written by Brian Wood, industry veteran. Has the way he's written it changed at all as he's seen what you can do?
Yeah, it's pretty funny actually. You know, this is our first time collaborating ever. People ask how we got together on the story. He just cold emailed me out of the blue, and I think that's a tactic that Brian uses a lot. I think he did that to Becky Cloonan too. And so we didn't know each other at all when we first started working on this. And the first script he gave me for #1 was a very traditional, you know, like every panel broken down, everything explained. And then I was like, you know, Brian, if you want to just be a little looser and play it more casually, like that's fine by me. So now he just uses the indie style that he uses for everyone, which is just, you know, he writes the page, he puts the action and the dialogue that has to happen on it, and he leaves it up to the artist to break it down however they want. And I really like that kind of interplay that we're able to have. You know, he has some good guiding points that he gives me, and then he just kind of trusts me to do whatever I want with the storytelling.
Cool.
Yeah.
Well, it's a good book, and I appreciate your time.
Thank you so much, Mark.
Thanks.